like colorism is a very much a real thing in our cultures. Like black, Hispanic,
there's
brown.
Pakistan, and then there's India. When did they divide?
1947.
Yeah.
Ooh, 19. Ooh, that's a similar. That's a real popular year, isn't it?
Lots happened.
So, well, British wanted to pull out after the World War II because
No, they did not want to pull out.
Shit! Vaka!
No, I didn't hear it.
No,
Like,
I like the rivalry.
I said that like most men, they did not want to pull out in time. So they were forced to.
So go ahead. What they didn't want to pull out?
No, they didn't want to pull out. I think they were kind of forced to because there was too much opposition. They couldn't afford to stay there anymore, right? And
it's the World War II. They basically were depleted, and they realized India is more of a burden for them at this point because they induced a lot of famines in India. That by then. We lost about 6 million people during World War II just starving to death on the streets.
Nobody knows about that one.
By the way, another plug. My grandfather was in the British Army during World War II. And the Indian, Kashmiri, Muslim man was in the British Army.
He was in the British Army.
There were so many. And again, another thing that's
sellouts, right? They call them sort of sellouts.
No, they didn't know. They didn't have, at that time,
that
was the only government.
No, of course. Of course.
So the thing is, a lot of Indian soldiers, like you don't hear about them in the World War II. They talk about how they fought the wars and they won it, but they were financed by our money. They were financed by our people. Just like if you...
Rupees!
Well, yeah.
Was it all, 9 billion rupees?
No, I'm sorry.
To $1?
Back then, rupee was actually pretty powerful. Because
how many rupees to $1?
No, guys,
7 billion?
I think it's more
pound,
financed. But also financed by the rubies that are sitting.
I thought it was the rupees.
No, the rubies, the gold and the treasures that they stole from India that live like.
Isn't that what that bitch is?
I'm not gonna have you talk about the Queen's jewels like that. You are not on my watch.
Isn't that what she was wearing? She was wearing all that stolen shit.
Stolen shit.
Queen Elizabeth, you ain't shit. Go ahead.
She's dead. Let's not speak ill of the dead.
No, man, fuck her, yo.
But the monarchy as a whole. I mean,
she colonized Nigeria too, and all of the fucking Caribbean, and also she signed for the apartheid. So fuck that shit. Go ahead.
So let me give you our version, and then you can tell me, because there is always a
we're gonna get the Vishnu Vaka version.
All right,
the Indian version is Gandhi wanted Nehru to be the prime minister because in his head Nehru is educated in Oxford and is an English-speaking guy, and the other competitor is Jinnah. And Jinnah also wanted to be prime minister.
A Muslim man.
Muslim man.
Okay.
So Gandhi was preferring Nehru, and
a Hindu man.
Hindu man.
Because Gandhi is Hindu.
Yeah, because we don't like the Muslims in India, right?
Okay.
They're shat on.
Got you.
Well, I wouldn't say that because...
No. Whoa.
Because
I'm sorry. What is the current president doing in India right now?
President or prime minister?
Prime minister.
Well, he's right-wing, but India has more Muslims than Pakistan.
They do.
And they're actually...
That have no rights.
They're actually doing... Oh, no, that's not true. They're actually doing much better because that's the propaganda you hear in Pakistan. Because the hatred need to keep going, right?
No.
So, for example, India was ruled by Nehru.
Turn this way.
So
No. First, let me just say.
If you look at it, like Nehru's daughter Indira is married to a Muslim Parsi guy.
True.
So if he's a anti-Muslim guy, I don't think he would have, because he kind of they use his name and.
I'll say this. Can I just say this? I have a lot of love for all people. I have a lot of friends from India who are not Muslim. They're lovely. They're like my brothers and my sisters.
Of course.
So I'm not one of those people, guys. I'm not going to be here spreading hate. But also, we have to say the thing that is the real thing.
Say the thing that's the real
thing. Look, the real thing is this,
Let's
okay?
go.
There's a problem with the prime minister. He's basically a Trump. He hates Muslims. He's trying to eradicate them.
Again.
Wait,
it's not propaganda. Did he not change the thing so where there's hundreds of thousands, maybe 1 million Muslim people who can no longer be Indian citizens?
No, he did not.
No, he did. This happened last year, guys. Come on.
He changed
now,
it.
Hold on.
Hold on. Laws are being changed.
Is this Indian prime minister?
Indian prime minister.
Can you show the Indian prime minister? And he's like a Trump. So let me try to do Trump an accent. This is a very, very good time. I I'm very happy that India is one of the best countries ever. And
guys, this is the guy. It's disgusting. He is changing Indian history to take out Muslims out of all the history
There
books.
is
really?
Yes, Vishnu, say yes.
Vishnu.
Say
He
yes.
is a right wing. I give that to her.
He won't agree.
He's a right wing dude, right?
But he's a right wing
But
dude.
let me
Wait, don't talk over.
across,
Who's
across
going
the
just
country, across the world, you have these kind of fascist right-wing dudes.
Well, before you say that, there is a few things that you need to know about him, because there is a lot of propaganda too, because that is how you get people divided, because you say like this guy is like this.
So
this guy
he's
is
just,
one
you're
of
totally wrong?
One of the things that has been a contentious issue in India, has been for a long time, is there is an Islamic law for Muslims in India based on Sharia. So, for example, a Muslim man in India can have multiple wives.
Okay.
A Hindu man is not allowed to have multiple wives because he's a regular, like a Hindu
Right,
man.
got you.
So, as a equality, gender equality, there is this argument that has been going on for a long time, saying that, we can't allow this. We can't have a man legally marry 4 or 5 wives. So when this guy
You said Hindus are saying that.
Well, yeah, Hindus. Of course, Hindus. Yeah, not Muslims.
Right.
Well, I'm sure there are Muslims too that say that. Okay. So there are a lot of these Sharia
Mike,
things. That,
talking that mic, man.
Oh, sorry. So one of the things they changed that is that law where they haven't changed it yet. They want to change it. So that's a contentious issue. And then another thing is like, I'm not sure if it is, because I'm not keeping track of it. The other thing is like Muslims are allowed to have their own madrasa. Like madrasa education is where, but I think there was a debate going on about how some madrasas might be, because the
what? Get to the fucking.
I don't know why we're getting. Let me tell you,
the stuff out of books.
He is because he's
okay.
because
Man,
he's
you
a
be
tyrant.
driving this way.
Yo.
And make 3 lefts.
Because he's a tyrant, and listen, and this
He's
is
a
what
ty-
people do. Look, what happened? Look, guys,
It's not.
let's
It's
be real.
not propaganda.
It's absolute propaganda. He wants to erase
Oh.
Muslims from India.
No, is that
history.
true? Is it true then that he's trying to take Muslims out of the history books?
Yes.
That's facts.
Yes,
then. It's
Vishnu.
not propaganda.
Yes.
Let me explain this to you.
But what?
Wait, let me explain this
Yeah, I
to
found
you.
a picture here with him and
So-
Putin.
Okay, him.
So-
Enough said.
India has always been a close
Well,
friend with
everybody got to meet each other. So
I mean,
that's
yeah. Okay, let me go back to
ahead.
what she's saying about changing the history. Here is the thing, right?
Thank you. Say so.
Before British came, Mughals were ruling India. Mughals are the Persians who, there were a lot of invasions by Muslims that invaded India, and during that time, they destroyed a lot of temples. Again, not all Muslims, the extremists. So if you go to Somnath temple, that was built like 7 times because it was destroyed.
Wait, let's get to the history books.
Goddamn history.
So the books were kind of they were, if for example, I went to school in India, there was a lot of Mughal empire, the stories of the Mughals, and then the British stories.
Okay.
So now they're like, okay, that is good, but we got to go back and also talk about our own ancient culture, like who we are as Hindus.
Okay.
So there is a push toward bringing that into the books of
In
academia.
addition, or are they trying
No,
to?
they're taking out the Islamic Muslim history of India and infusing it with the Hindu history.
So they're gonna replace everybody.
Replace.
They're not replacing
The Indian
everybody.
guy did it, not the Muslim. And then you're gonna have some
again-
pro-black Pakistanis going, nah, man, it's bullshit. He was a Pakistani, man. He was Muslim,
But you
man.
gotta understand though, a lot of the Muslim world has a very in Pakistan, same with in India. When I grew up in India, they taught us to hate Pakistan because the thing they always tell us is they want to get rid of us. Because one of the things they tell us is when Jinnah wanted to be prime minister, going back to the original story, Gandhi said, no, I prefer Nehru. Mm-hmm. So Jinnah said, in that case, we would rather have our own country. Muslims should have their own country.
Right.
So Gandhi initially said no, but then there were riots, and he said, okay, fine, we'll have a separate country for Muslims.
Now, here's a question. Did or did not Gandhi, because he was preaching nonviolence, did it take much longer to get Britain out of Pakistan and Hindu because of the nonviolence.
And
No,
India.
actually,
I don't
it
know
could
about
be
that.
true, but
Yeah. I don't
I can't
know.
say that because
Yeah.
the violence, the violent movement wasn't very. Gandhi came to India in 1920s.
Right.
And he only was there for 20 years. The non-violent movement wasn't started by Gandhi. It was already there. Gopal Krishna.
was it? They made it seem
there
like
were-
he was the guy.
Well, he took it and he influenced.
Marketed it better.
He was a better marketer.
Marketer, yeah.
And also one thing that he was able to do it is because, again, like going back to the letter he wrote when he was a barrister in South Africa, he was educated. He was a lawyer. He went to barrister. He's educated with British ways.
He went
He
to
was
British,
a
yeah.
piece of shit.
So he was able to but he was able to he
Mahatma Gandhi. He didn't like the black people there.
No.
fucker.
He took that back, bro.
Did he?
I
Took it
told you
back.
that.
He
Yeah,
took it
yeah.
back.
He wrote a letter when he was a barrister. That's how they divide us, bro. That's the thing you gotta understand. Like,
Man.
they divide us by
No, but
doing
let's
this.
be real. Lots of Desis don't like the black man. Let's be real.
But
I mean,
here's the thing though. But she's coming from Pakistan. You gotta understand that.
But she don't know. She's coming from
Indian.
Pakistan. She don't know shit.
It's like this. But that's what Pakistani say.
Hold up. Wait
I'm
a
South
minute.
Indian, right? We're darker, so our that's what I keep saying this. Like, you can't.
It's on and popping tonight. Pakistan versus India. Can it get any better than this?
I say you put the guard free. He ain't playing around with none of these lanes, but I guarantee you'll be entertained and watch him drop some knowledge on your brain.